Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hobbits. Today, joined by
Brett
of Venomyces, checking out some beer from Tommie Sjef. Tommie Sjef is a brewery that's gotten a bit renowned, or quite renowned, in Europe, and Tommie makes lambic-inspired beer. So you can pretty much, as far as I gather, only get it on his own web shop at the moment. I'm not entirely sure, but
I think more or less.
more or less. We got a few releases. We got this one we're trying today, which is Blancs, and we have 4 as well, but he's released other stuff, but it sells out like that. So you need to be really fast. You need to spot when he posts on Facebook about it. But the cool thing is what he did. He got into lambic. I think he's like a guitarist, actually. Or he has been. He got into lambic. He would go to Belgium and try lambic, and he would also bring back Belgian beer to blend himself.
Yeah.
To make lambic, which is really cool. It evolved the whole project, and he ended up making the base beer himself. But because he's in the Netherlands, he can't call it lambic. So it's a lambic-inspired beer. And the thing is, I think the climate and like bacteria and everything in the Netherlands must be very similar. Because it's like right next door. It's not like on the other side of the globe like Texas with the spun stuff from Jester King. I actually had one of his first releases, Framboos, a few years ago, which I got to try at a spontaneous share at Kiosk with Dan, aka Dan the Man. It was actually Dan who was like, "Hey, have you had Tommie Sjef? It's really good. You should try it."
Yeah.
Have you had any Tommie Sjef?
Nope.
Yeah. So, Dutch lambic-inspired beer.
Yeah.
Aged, fermented in oak barrels, aged in oak barrels, blended, all this stuff. So this release here is Blancs, as I said, and this is the white grape variant, or white grape inspired, or lambic inspired wild. He called himself Tommie Sjef Wild Ale, so let's say white wine or white grape wild ale. This one is made with Chardonnay and Muscat grapes, and it's on 9%, so much stronger than most lambic.
Yeah, so it's
more like the
kind
strength
of like
of a white
lambic white wine hybrid.
I guess
maybe?
in terms of strength at least. But yeah, it's gonna be the first time we review a Tommie Sjef product.
Yeah.
And most of my friends have had both this and just most of the new releases say it's amazing. So we're looking forward to this.
It looks like apple
juice.
Apple
Like cloudy apple juice, freshly pressed apple juice actually in the color, with a very nice fluffy white head as well for a 9% sour.
At least yours.
Yeah.
Mine is a bit more.
I don't know what's going on with my glass today. It just keeps the head
weird.
retention amazing.
Yeah, like
and
all the
when
way.
we're at my place, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
It's weird. But it's nice to check out the aroma.
Ooh.
Oh, that smells like a really funky white wine.
It smells really good.
It's really funky.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, woodsy funky.
Yeah, but also really fruity, like woodsy and fruity.
Yeah.
Like pear, apple, white grape,
Yeah.
wood, like old.
Really apple perry, actually, now that you mention it. And also, it's got a lot of lots of grape character. And it's like a sweeter kind of grape musk kind of
like
vibe. But muscat
almost
is also quite
desserty.
sweet. And Chardonnay can also be quite sweet.
Yeah. But yeah,
Really nice, like woodsy funk. It's, I think like earthy forest floor, topsoil, barky, woody. It's like walking into a forest when it's rained.
yeah. It's
So
kind
you
of
get
that.
like that, the soil and the bark and it's that kind of funk. It sounds out there for people who maybe don't know much about funky aromas, but that's just what
It is kind of that. Again, like fresh or like juicy pear, green apple, maybe a bit of like a stone fruity touch.
So what's cool about this as well, like Tommie, when he does his wild ales, is that it's not in a cool ship and what. I don't think so, at least. It's brewed at different facilities, but what they do in terms of fermentation is that they actually use wild yeast from his surrounding area that he collects himself.
Yeah.
So it has like samples of that to blend in with a house yeast as well.
Yeah.
Which and a sour or a mixed fermentation culture. I think it sounds really cool. I mean, it's kind of like what they've also been trying to do at Bauhaus.
Yeah.
Because they also use the natural area to try and gather some of the yeast for the
I just think this smells a lot more funky and like
It's really
complex
funky.
than much of the Bauhaus stuff. It smells more lambic.
It smells more authentically lambic. I think a lot of the Bauhaus is much more like American sour because it has like big bright fruit
But
character.
again, Erin is from the US. So.
Yeah. This reminds me more of like traditional lambic with a big kick of funk and fruit.
Yeah.
Smells really nice. Let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's like a cross between a dessert wine
Yeah.
and a lambic.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so much grape.
Yeah. Super
Wow.
tannic.
Super tannic.
Yeah.
The woodsy kind of funk is there too.
Yeah.
It's really, I think it's the most vinous beer I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's almost like drinking white wine.
Again,
That's funky.
it has-
Almost like natural wine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funky natural
Yeah,
white wine.
Because again, it's much more like natural white
But,
wine.
but it's also because it's stronger.
Yeah,
Because it has
yeah.
some sweetness.
Yeah, but also because like natural wine is funky. It has actual funk, whereas like pure natural wine, not natural wine, white wine, is much more clean.
Yeah.
So this is very much like I would say, very funky natural white wine.
Yeah. The other one we have is 4, which is with I think it's a specific type of plum. I mean, the level of
Yeah.
fruit in it, and it's really making me think of how the other bottle is going to be. Like, if this is what he goes for, like, he has a lot of fruit character. But,
But still quite a bit of funk.
yes, a lot of funk too.
Yeah.
And again, it's like this woodsy, for me, topsoily, wet
Yeah, the
wood.
funk. Yeah.
Like, again, going through a forest when it's rained.
And the fruit character to me is like, again, more or less as in the aroma, like green apple and pear.
Yeah, and loads of white grape.
Yeah.
I'm really tasting Chardonnay.
Yeah.
It reminds me of being in
Floral.
California.
It's a bit floral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it reminds me of being in California because my family there, they love Chardonnay, and that's what they drink. That's their drink of choice, is Chardonnay.
Chardonnay is like the most common.
I think so.
White
But it reminds me
wine
of being there
grape.
with this like really fruity, kind of like slightly sweet Chardonnay kind of vibe from.
Yeah, but also floral because
yeah,
Chardonnay
It's
is
quite
very
floral.
known to be floral.
And I think the big sweetness is from Muscat as well.
Yeah.
Because Muscat is usually a bit sweeter.
To me, this has like an elderflower kind of thing about it too. Again, that kind of, it has like a flowery dryness to it, but also the sweetness of like elderflower. You know, the mix.
I can see what you mean. Maybe like when you do elderflower cordial, because I
Yeah.
think there's also like a little bit of a lemon juice thing. Not pith or anything, just like lemon juice.
Yeah, it's more like elderflower, like lemonade. You
Yeah.
know, quite sweet.
Almost like a lemonade with elderflower.
Yeah.
So it's more like lemon centric, because it's like I think it's a nuance of floral. But it's really tasty. Really tasty.
Yeah.
It tastes like it's actually I feel like it tastes like it's got its own kind of funky vibe because it's very woodsy, and I hope that's translate to the other beers as well.
Yeah.
From him, because we have some to try, just to see if it has it like that. That's the uniqueness of this,
Yeah,
this product. I don't know. I haven't. Again, I had the framboise, and it's like 4 years ago or something like that, 3 years ago. I haven't had any since, and now we're having this.
To me, it's kind of like a desserty lambic,
Yeah,
if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like, think of a desserty lambic.
crossing dessert wine, white wine,
Yeah.
with lambic.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of
Yeah.
associate with this. It was really nice. Again, really nice drinkability. It's not too sour, medium sourness. Nice amount of like drying oaky or almost
very
like
balanced.
almost like a grape seed kind of thing, like a tannic thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, very well balanced. Not like blown away, but it's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 93, 94.
Yeah.
something
Again,
like
I'm in the same range as with the Casey beer.
Yeah,
it's
same
just
here.
very different qualities.
that. Yeah. They're just
like
the
very
same
different
level.
takes
We
on
talk
this.
about, as you always say, level of enjoyment.
Yeah.
And I think they're on the same level of enjoyment.
Yeah.
I might even prefer the Casey. No, I think I prefer. I don't know. It's
I think
around the
it's
same
more or
thing,
less apart.
even
It's
though it's
kind of-
different.
It
know.
depends on my mood.
Yeah,
Like the
I think
Casey one is perfect in the sun. This is, it's more,
More
of
of
a
a sipper,
sturdy.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's more like a beer you just relax with.
But for a 9% farmhouse or wild ale, it's very well hidden.
Yeah.
It's really drinkable.
Yeah. 93, 94.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
nice stuff. Very nice first taste of some Tommie Sjef on
Yeah,
the channel. Will be fun to try
absolutely.
the other one. And again, like if you want to try this stuff, you just need to keep an eye on his web shop and his Facebook. Like a release happens and then it's sold out. So,
Yeah.
very nice. And there's also another Dutch, like lambic inspired company to look out for. Is Antidote.
Yeah,
But I've heard that-
Antidote is very hard to get.
I've heard it's even harder than Tommie Sjef.
It's very hard to get. I actually tried some Antidote a few months ago and it was very good. But yeah, it's very rare
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
Yeah. So, but this is very nice. So, if you guys have a chance to try Blancs, definitely do so. If not, I'd say it's worth a trade for sure. If you like your kind of Vigneron style beers,
Yeah,
but
you'll love this.
a little more desserty and sweet, you'll love this.
Maybe like the new Vigneron.
Well, we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
We're going to do a comparison of the OG Vigneron versus the new one, where they changed from muscat grapes to, what was it the new grape was?
Vigneur.
Vigneur,
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that whenever the bottles arrive. So, as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. We're going to say cheers in very tasty Dutch Lambic-inspired beer. And see you guys in another beer review.